How are we getting on today, folks? Welcome back to another video from Courtney Brothers. Not a bad old day out there, considering the weather we're getting and all that. We're in the workshop. I kind of have a half day off, kind of good clothes on. But anyways, I probably should have started this video yesterday before we started this little project we're at. Well, it's more so, it's Aidan that's at it really at the moment anyways. But we are doing autumn clean in the workshop, or winter. I suppose it's winter now, 1st November, isn't it? Workshop. Some of it is partly done. It is kind of like a bomb went off, really and truly. And it was worse than this yesterday. So Aidan is at this. Just literally the shed is, probably looks maybe organised and maybe clean for a workshop, but it's not really. There's just stuff everywhere. Like classic example, that corner just building up and coming out the way. Heap of timber there. It's too good to throw away. And just stuff, most of the stuff that's here is too good to throw away, but it's just organisation. And we're busy during the summer and all that. Keeping this organised is not priority, and to be honest, I don't really have the interest in it. Because I don't really be here. Keeping the machinery going and keeping the work done is priority. So this time of year, I like to do it this time of year if I can. And like when we finish out the year, Christmas, and we're doing projects and that in here and into next year, everything is clean, or not clean, but organised, tidy. And the big thing is, you know what you have and you know what you don't have. Filters and all that when you go to service and something. Like you go, I can stand here from the ground now and see what filters we have, pull in the digger or whatever, and not be going off buying stuff and then a few weeks later coming on it again, and when there was no need for it. Like what I suppose basically what we're at here is, Aidan said he'd start here, which is a great idea. This shelving, which I possibly today I'm going to buy more of this because I'm on the road kind of for most of the day. Pull out the shelving. It took everything off all the shelves, and because it was just getting packed with stuff, bits here, bits there, bits not belong there. Pulled it out, and then I said when he was doing that as well to move the shelves down a bit, because they used to start here, and it was just, this area was tight here, and there was a kind of free space down the back, as you can see, that there's just building up clutter, and up around the bench here it was just too tight. So move that down a bit. Like, for where's the top toolbox? It's over there somewhere. That had no spot. It was kind of just thrown around the floor. That'll have a spot again. The wall, welder and all that is eventually, maybe not in phase 1 of this project, but that's all going to end up back there where the bandsaw is. Just things like that, just try to get organised. But for now, declutter, pull everything off, clean down, sweep down, wash if needs or whatever, and then start putting things back in place. Because it's just nice to, it does bother me when I walk in here and things aren't organised. But, oh yes, whiteboard up. Oh, I don't think I showed you this. Just small bits, to-do list, stuff, parts order and that, and service list. Tractor hours. So Fendt 516, last service was 1,000 hours, next one's 1,500. That's not too bad because it comes up in the dash, but the likes of the 820, it doesn't, there's no service light on it. So that's when it was serviced last, that's when it's due. One thing we must add in there is the date. I know the columns now don't really suit, but I'd like to see the date on it. We'd probably squeeze it in here, just go whatever, June 26. Yeah, you'd fit it in there. Just so you know, if it's gone over the year, it's nice to service them again. And what you call it, yeah, so that's kind of it. I'll show you just a pile of the scrap. Just doing a pile, I think we're going to try get a dump trailer load of scrap metal, and just in the dump trailer and gone. That's a pile of rubbish. There's beacons, Milwaukee boxes, And like, we're not throwing out all the Milwaukee boxes. There's still 5 or 6 of them looming around there somewhere. Just stuff that I have pulled out of them shelves. Some of them boxes and that I would have taken off them shelves. Where the shed is here 9 years. It's finished 9 years this month. So I'd say the stuff there was 8 years that I've been taken out, cleaned down, and put back in its place, and have never picked it up since. I hate throwing away stuff and that, but sometimes you just need to draw the line in when to get rid of stuff. But key thing is be organised if you can, and know what you have. So I'm going to go through. I'll go through that again when that's kind of all finished. I'll just give you like this shelf here. Hedge cutter flails for the McConnell. So this is kind of all digger related here. These bits. Bushings for the digger, shims, grease seals. That's actually a drive coupling off the dash ones. At the time I done the pumping, I just put a new coupling in it. That bearing is for the hopper. They're Flail Tech flails. Bits, stuff here, they're all Agco parts. Struts for the 20 for the sunroof, we need to put on new hinges, a few filters, baler, everything here is baler. Spare chains. Now a lot of these parts now I'm probably not going to use them because, well, some of them, because a lot of that was for the Fusion 3. General parts we put into it. Fusion 4, a lot of different parts in them, but anyways, say chains and that'll be all fairly similar. Then with more, and then there's baler knives down there because they're just big heavy pigs things, no point putting them up there, and slurry tank stuff. A couple of bits and pieces for the tanker and agitator. So that's just an idea of what's going on. Anyways, I'll leave the camera with Aidan, and he might do a bit of time lapse, a bit of video on, and we'll keep you updated with progress. Right, we're back. A day later or something like that. Aidan has been working away here, and we'll catch up with that in a minute. I just want to give this a shout out here. It's North Galway Vintage and Heritage Club are holding their annual mega auto jumble sale, which is the 9th of November, which is actually today when this video is out. I just didn't get it into Wednesday's video, but I like to have got into Wednesday's video, but I just had the video done before we got the flyer and I didn't think to mention it. So there it is. It's in Glenamaddy Equestrian Centre, and that is the air code. I don't know if you can make that out there now if you want to go. It does be a great day out. It's big auto jumble, and the beauty about it is for this time of year, it's indoors. So it's like massive equestrian centre, and it's 90% of it does be indoors. So you have all your stalls, like your tools, all that, and a good bit of vintage stuff as well, and like that, selling bits and bobs. Nearly anything you will find. It's just a good day out to pass a miserable old Sunday maybe, or could be a good Sunday on in November. But yeah, definitely worth a look. There's plenty to see, plenty to get. Last year I went down for a look. I was only there for about an hour, and I came home with bags of stuff, different bits and pieces. All, you know, these kind of bits and pieces, copper washers, clips and all that. There was a couple of great stalls down there. Just great for them sort of knickknacks. But anyways, go down, if you're at nothing today, go down and have a look. And you never know what you might come on it. But anyways, back to the shed. I don't think Aidan done any time lapses of tidying. I couldn't see any on the memory card there anyways. But we are making progress. Bench is all tidied, all that area is done all the way down. I bought this bench grinder over a year ago, and it was just thrown on the bench, never set up right. It's not mounted yet, but Aidan's going to mount it. He got a block of rubber there. I don't know if he's going to use that or a smaller block of rubber. It just stops the vibration on the bench and all that sort of crack. So we're going to bolt that down there and put the rest of it together. Our Milwaukee tools are there, but where have we it? I'll come on it in a minute, I'm sure. A holder for Milwaukee tools. It's actually a cool thing. One of the lads dropped into me one day. Yeah, kind of fairly well organised there. Yeah, it is well organised. Boxes of greases are in their boxes. I don't know, kind of bugs me a bit. If I had like a frame or something, or I didn't want them taking up room in the shelving because they just work fine over there for now. Oh yeah, this is the Milwaukee tool holder. Where are we? This gadget bolts to the wall, and you slot your power tools in there in them slots. So I want to paint that and hang it upright. I don't know if these are for holding batteries. That I'm not 100% sure what way it works out. Screw it into the wall. So that will be possibly going up here somewhere like that. Cool little touch. Leave it down here for now. And I've also been shopping. I was on the road yesterday and I went into Rack Zone. I was in Ballinasloe, so I just called in there and they just had a wander around the showroom because I wanted bits, but buying stuff online, I hate it unless I know exactly what I'm buying or I have it already, because that bandsaw over there, we bought that online, and when I got it, it wasn't what I wanted, really. It's fine, but if I had seen it before I bought it, I wouldn't have bought it, basically, because it didn't work right since the day we got it. But anyways, I bought a couple of little bits. One of them was like a unit to bolt onto the wall there, and it comes with a heap of hooks. It's a steel unit with a heap of holes in it. Get like 25 or 30 hooks with it, just for hanging stuff up. Just like the stuff thrown around the bench and has no home. Vice grips, numerous different things, but vice grips is one thing that really annoys me. Hammers, just stuff like that I want hung up on the wall, and that's its place. So pick it up, use it, put it back. That's the theory. And I also bought a little assortment of drawers. It's on a steel frame, and there's rows of shelves of drawers. And I think I might put that there, because some of this stuff, the likes of that stuff there now, I wanted the top toolbox there, because that had no parking spot either. It was just thrown around the place. Gas and welder is going to end up back there beside the bandsaw eventually. That's going to be the steel working side, because I hate welding, grinding near bench. Just wrecks the bench, destroys everything on it with dirt, sparks and all that, and kind of a hazard as well, working around that sort of stuff. So if you had just an area over there designated for that work, be a better job. I need to do an electrician in to put a welding plug over there. That'll be kind of phase 2 of this job. So yeah, the drawers will be there. They're going to be for all the fittings and stuff like that. I know they are there in them boxes, but I just think they can be organised better. So yeah, and I got other smaller drawers, assortment drawers for these boxes of stuff, because what happens here is you want this box, pull it out like that. There might be more stuff left on top of it. Use it, and then it's just thrown like that, and everything just gets mixed up, and you don't know what's in it. Next thing, the other drawers boxes are left over there. So ideally, gonna put these drawers in there and label it. They're clear drawers, so you'll see what's in it. Label them and be able to take it out again, use them, put them back. Yeah, so I think we've kind of been through this already slightly. I have. Yeah, so that's that. Big pile of scrap metal. So a couple of bits. I told Aidan just to obvious rubbish, throw it out in a pile. Scrap, throw it out in a pile. And miscellaneous bits and pieces then that he's not sure of, which here is a classic example. These are little air rams off the hopper, off the marker. That one is for the bin, I know that. This one isn't for the bin, I don't think, because all is wrong. It just needs to be tapped out here. That's a perfect ram. And stuff like that. So if it's here on the floor, I'm going to spend an hour or two tomorrow here, go through that, and in the skip, even hopefully fill a dump trailer with scrap and off to Glenamaddy or someplace. Rubbish, big pile on the floor, in the trailer when we're done. 94 Diets is in, 661 is in for a master cylinder, because after the bailing the last time, bailed away perfect and everything, and Aidan went out to it a couple of days later to move it, and clutch was dead. So he actually got one ordered up today, so that's going in that. And his oil and that done here. I'm thinking of getting a shelf. I've ordered more bits, but if I had a shelf there, one bay of shelving for gallon cans and litre cans and bits oil related, and some drums. Some of them drums need to be gone through, but again, it's a job that I need to do myself because I know what's in them and what I need to sort. I don't know if you've ever seen this in a video before. This is what I bought with my confirmation money. It's a Yamaha dirt bike, I call her, scrambler, mini scrambler. It's 50cc 2-stroke. Bought that when I was in 5th class. That was my confirmation money spent anyways. Dinger of yoke, that's back in the 80s, and I think that could be a collector's item. But it's not running right, carburetor or something like that, or coil. We had a run a few years ago, but it just wasn't running right and didn't stay going. So look, that could be a project for down the line. That's not going in the scrap anyways. Here again, we've a bit of an area here. The hitches are there, as you can see. Again, I'd like to make a bit of a shelf or something for them, or shelve out that area in there, because that area is kind of just stuff thrown in it at times. These big crates did a great job as well. There's their return filters that I bought. I think I gave like 20 euros for a full bag of them at the Cavan show a few years back. That I was just like, I'm not bringing them home, do you want them? I was like, yeah, 20 quid. Got them, their bits I borrowed off a fella that I need to bring back. And the loft up here then, I don't think you're ever up here. This is the loft I made out of boredom one winter. That's kind of it. I have bought 3 bays of nice, fairly heavy duty galvanized shelving for here. I just started with 3 bays, and I can order more and I'd have them the following day. But I want to shelve this out, filters, and maybe them gallon cans and litre cans and stuff like that will go up here as well. Just bits and pieces that I want to organise, because again, it just gets a bit messy and a bit out of hand. They're grease cartridges for the baler mainly. So I said to put them up here because we don't need them downstairs. Bags of grass seed left over, kind of thrown there. And that's the famous bandsaw that keeps throwing the blade off. And the electrics are upside down as well when we got it. It took us ages to get that going. But anyways, and then we got this as well, and that was broken when it came. That's a little guide roller for the steel. And we're going to do pallet rack, or not pallet racking, but steel rack here for steel and timber along this wall. Make up a frame and bolt it through here, through the holes there for the bars, for the shutter and pans. Make up some sort of nice, neat frame in again the wall. Slide your lengths of steel, because just avoids all this. But yeah, that's kind of it, really. Getting there, making progress. Not sure about putting the second diesel tank up there, the one that's outside. Need to figure that out. Aidan actually, well, you've seen this done already, but Aidan put on this filter there the other day as well. And clever enough, he actually taped the lid of the box of the filter. Leave the part number there if you want to order the filter. That is on the suction. I don't know if you can put it on the pump side, but suction is the handiest. Fittings in, blah blah blah. Where she goes. So yeah, that's kind of it. And you know what? I walked in here this evening and I was like, oh, should we have painted the walls white? Why before we started this project? But anyways, we haven't. I'm not going to now. Because we're gone too far in, I think. Could be a job for again. It's not, you know, when the workshop is actually clean and tidy, it's not that big of a job. Aidan as well has gone through that wall plate, because that was just packed with stuff. I don't mind stuff on the wall plate. Some people, that might annoy some people, like bits left around there. That doesn't bother me. Once you can see what's on it, and it's not just stuff that you're hoarding for years and taking off and putting back up. For example, where are we here? Aidan showed it to me. He said he came across about 25 mirrors for tractors. They're the good ones, and the other ones are just thrown out. He came across or he's filled a box with beacons as well. I don't know where that is. Has it gone in the bin, or what did he do with it? But again, this is hydraulic hoses. They need to be put on a pallet. Everything that's there is good. You might say, why are they taken off, or why are they thrown there? Some of them pipes are new spares that I would have made up. For example, this one I know was a spare. That was off the hopper. I don't think that's a track pipe. I'm not sure. I would have just got 2 made at the time, but I need to be a bit more organised with that stuff and label it. But I know any hydraulic hose that's in this shed is good, because other ones are just thrown straight out. And yeah, that's kind of it. There's a lifting ram there as well off Zaxxas 130. Needs a set of seals. Perfect rod, everything's perfect. It was in the digger for a while. I bought that ram reconditioned. New seals supposed to be in it. And because my own ram started leaking, so I threw it out, or I put that ram in, got my own ram done, just polished the rod because it was a bit scored, and new seals. So my own ram is perfect. So that ram needs a set of seals, but the rod, bushings, everything are perfect in it. If any of you wants that, an owl welder and all that sort of crack, has been left over there for about 5 years and never used. So that's it. Slowly going to make our way around. Didn't get overly excited buying shelving or anything, because I don't want buying stuff that I don't need. And the idea of this job was kind of organise what we have and not go spending money buying stuff for the shed. Just stuff that we need, like a bit of shelving or boxes, I don't mind. But not to be going off and buying stuff that's already here. Figure out what we have first and organise it. And then if we need bits, it's nice, you can go and get them then. But anyways, that's kind of it. Yeah, it is like a bomb has gone off in here, but it's actually good now because the floor has been swept and we're starting to make it. But the first evening I came in here, it was just everything out here. But yeah, we're getting there, making progress. We'll have it nice and tidy and organised for coming up to Christmas, which is nice. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we shall catch you in the next one. And as I said, if you're at Nathon on Sunday, head to Glenamaddy. Be a good day out. Cheers for watching. Good luck.